Afternoon, folks. Chris Wallace here, advisor to man. I want to talk to you today about going alone. Now, look at this is who I am. I've been around personal development for about 30 years now, I guess. Before that, I was a gangster for a couple of decades, all the way up until I had a son. And I'd been shot, and I was laying on the couch with my arm in a sling, and I was trying to figure out how I was going to go whack the fucker who shot me. And in comes my little boy on all fours. He was about 2 years old. And he pulled himself up onto his daddy's belly, and he was sucking his thumb watching TV. And I was laying there looking at him. And I realized that he was the only person I knew without any enemies. Fuck me. I had plenty. So did everybody else I knew. And I realized that raising that boy fell to me. It was as if the heavens opened up and reached down and gave me a little shake. It was my job, no one else's. And that if I didn't do my best, this little bundle of innocence before me would suffer on my watch. And look at, man, I just couldn't do that to him. It was kind of my epiphany. And I decided right there and then to change. That if all I did with my life was do my best at fathering this little fella, then that would have to be good enough. And I never looked back. And the fucker who shot me, well, he'd have to wait until another day to die. I got up off that couch and I straightened out my life. I got off all the drugs and all the other stuff. I stopped fucking around with heroin and cocaine. I went back to school in the behavioral sciences, and I graduated first in my class. Someone else killed the man who shot me a couple of years later. Live by the gun, die by the gun, as they say. Well, that guy got life in prison. Me, I was free. Plenty of people helped me get off the streets and get through school. I did not do that alone. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. Because you see, a lot of self-help is pull yourself up by your bootstraps type advice. And that has its place. I mean, who doesn't appreciate Goggins telling you to confront your inner bitch? I mean, I do it myself. When you won't drag your sorry ass off the couch and do some body work, Goggins comes in handy. Definitely it works in the moment. But there's more to success overall. And the going it alone philosophy is counter to how humans are made and succeed. Real success depends just as much on your environment and how you can put resources to work for you. In other words, the secret to success is cooperation. Rugged individualism is important, especially when you are lost in the forest and no one knows you're gone and you haven't a fucking clue where you are or how you're going to get home. By all means, in that case, dig deep, brother, and find the will to live. Call on your imagination and your intuition and any skills that you have and get yourself home. Important. But the rest of the personal development field about mindsets and reframing and so forth, it's weak. While it can help you in the moment get past the sticking point as a grand strategy, it's mostly blame the victim type self-flagellating bullshit. It's just another reason to beat yourself up, to tell yourself you're not good enough. I call bullshit on all of it. It's a Hollywood version of humanity, the Clint Eastwood loner, the go it alone mentality of old. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly movie I just watched with my kids recently is probably the biggest lie ever. It's dangerously misleading at the extreme if we were to be seduced by that individualistic appeal behind it. Interesting to watch, entertaining as hell, but it's not fucking reality. No, it's not reality at all. Look at any successful person. Name one and take a look at their life, and you will see a whole slew of people and resources from their environment who help them get where they are. To a person, no one makes it alone. It's not that successful people are special in any regular sense, and I've counseled tons of them, highly successful people. It's more that they can use resources in their environment wisely to get ahead. That's the key to understanding, and that's what we need to adopt. We're herd animals, us humans. It's our interdependence which signals our greatest strength, but also our highest vulnerability. Can't get away from that. And when we veer away from each other, we weaken. If you're stuck in the middle of the desert, your great resilience is not going to give you a better life. There's just no resources in that environment. It doesn't matter how good you are. Environment counts for a lot. When we think we can make it all on our own, when we insist on doing it all by ourselves, when we refuse to enlist support from those around us, and we don't cultivate those relationships to make that possible, we usually fail. And then all kinds of resentment and leaves us pissed off. The trick is to work with others and the resources at hand to build a better life. And it does not happen by will alone. The secret is bullshit. Manifesting yourself, nonsense. I'll give you the real secret right here. It's cooperation. There's no way around it. We've got to embrace the idea that we are part of team human, not women over there, men over here, team human, and operate accordingly. So ask yourself, what skills do I need to be better at this? How can I use this knowledge to make changes in my life, which will make me better at pursuing my successes, no matter what that looks like? How can I get better at working with others to better both of our outcomes? Remember what I always say, a man who uses his power in service of himself and others finds meaning and freedom. We'll talk about meaning and freedom in another video. Now that you get the secret to success, what are you going to do? Have any thoughts about that? Remarks, advice? Leave them in the comments if you like. Share them with us. Subscribe if you're up to it. I run the board of directors masterminds for men to support each other. It's one of my main functions. We meet online once a week by Zoom. And somewhere, I don't know where, it's written, well, actually, I wrote this. When two or more men gather in support of each other's good intentions, sound familiar? With joy in their hearts and compassion in their eyes, they will serve each other with friendly, ball-busting accountability and powerful encouragement. That part's mine. If this is for you, find the links in our description. And you can join us and change your life. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Stay powerful. Never give up. This is the day to cooperate. Chris Wallace, advisor to men. Talk to you again real soon.